How can I put multiple statements in one line? I know a little bit of comprehensions in Python, but they seem very hard to read. The way I see it, a comprehension might accomplish the same as the following code. This code is much easier to read than how comprehensions currently work, but I've noticed you can't have two column S in one line. This brings me to: is there a way I can get the following example into one line? Something like this would be great. But again I encounter the conflicting column S. I'd also love to know if there's a way to run try, or something like it, without except. It seems entirely pointless that I need to put except column pass in there. It's a wasted line.
Unfortunately, what you want is not possible with Python, which makes Python close to useless for command line one-liner programs. Even explicit use of parentheses does not avoid the syntax exception. You can get away with a sequence of simple statements, separated by semicolon. But as soon as you add a construct that introduces an indented block, like if, you need the line break. Also is legal and might approximate what you want. If you are still determined to use one-liners, see the answer by Electrog. As for the try.except thing, it would be totally useless without the except. Try says I want to run this code, but it might throw an exception. If you don't care about the exception, leave out the try. But as soon as you put it in, you're saying I want to handle a potential exception. The pass then says you wish to not handle it specifically. But that means your code will continue running, which it wouldn't otherwise.
You could use the built-in exec statement, e.g. where \n is a new line and \t is used as indentation, a tab. Also, you should count the spaces you use, so your indentation matches exactly. However, as all the other answers already said, this is of course only to be used when you really have to put it on one line. Exec is quite a dangerous statement, especially when building a web app, since it allows execution of arbitrary Python code.
You can now just use semicolons. However, you cannot use if/alif/else statements for /while loops, and you can't define functions. The main use of this would be when using imported modules where you don't have to define any functions or use any statement/loops. Here's an example that takes the artist of a song, the song name, and searches Genius for the lyrics.
I do not incentivize this, but say you're on the command line, you have nothing but Python and you really need a one-liner, you can do this. Here we're pre-processing what? That's super hacky. Don't write code like this.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.